Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Secret Agent Fireball, aka L'Esprit Ukindano Barut, translated as The Spies Kill in Beirut, also known as Da 077 L'Esprit Ukindano Barut, translated as Message from 077 The Spies Kill in Beirut. This is going to be another Richard Harrison James Bond ripoff. In particular, it rips off Thunderball, hence the name Secret Agent Fireball. I think Thunderball came out around the same time, but it didn't get released in the United States until AIP got a hold of it and renamed it Secret Agent Fireball to exploit the 007 film Thunderball, and it was double billed with Spy in Your Eye. So by the time AIP got a hold of it, Richard Harrison was already doing another James Bond ripoff called Ring Around the World, which I think is much better. Actually, I'm only giving this 2 out of 5 stars. It's got some really ridiculous explosions in it. And apparently there were some Agent Fleming sequels. A077 Safida Aya Killers Are Challenged, and Mission Casablanca. So this is an Italian-French co-production international spy film, same as Ring Around the World, although Richard Harrison played a different character in Ring Around the World. He wasn't Agent Fleming. He was some claims investigator looking into life insurance fraud. So a bunch of scientists are killed, former Soviet agents. Bart Fleming, Secret Agent X-177, travels to both Hamburg and Beirut. The Beirut ladies look pretty good, but none of them got naked. I just saw one belly dancer who wasn't that great, and not much going on there. Soviet agents are killing the scientists who defected from the Soviet Union. And apparently there's a microfilm floating around with containing information about the Soviet H bomb. So there's Boris and Natasha, who are the hardcore communists. They're fighting with their own Russian spies towards the end. And then the only one who knows where the film is, because the Soviet agents inexplicably killed all the scientists who knew where it was. So the only one left is this scientist's niece. And Richard Harrison's trying to pick up on her on the airplane, but she's playing hard to get. And they bump into one another again. Richard Harrison gets hit over the head. and he comes to find out that she's the niece of one of the scientists. So he goes to the island there and comes up empty-handed, but they capture her and they get her to talk. She swallows one of the aspirin pills that has a homing device on it. Richard Harrison can tune into her aspirin homing device in her tum-tum with this watch, and he's got some other kind of laser thing that he uses to blast through the ropes around his hands. And kind of a twist ending, I guess. Already got one thumbs up. Nobody in the chat room. Wonder who that could be. Anyways, Richard Harrison was in a Fred Olen Ray 1989 movie called Terminal Force. And then, of course, there was Diamond Ninja Force, 1981. So he started out, as I was telling Adrian, Richard Harrison started out doing the European B movies during the 60s and 70s. Branched out to exploitation films shot all over the world in the early 70s. Working with Godfrey Ho in the 80s. And cool. Did some Shaw Brothers stuff in Hong Kong. Some Godfrey Ho stuff in Hong Kong, and in the 80s, he was stranded in B movie action films made in Philippines and Hong Kong. So, yeah, cool. I've seen a lot of Richard Harrison stuff, like four films. The Diamond Ninja Force, the Terminal Force, and the Ring Around the World? Is that what it's called? Well, pretty cool flick. That Diamond Ninja Force. I think I like his 80s stuff better. The Fred Olen Ray, Godfrey Ho, that kind of stuff. So, anyways, not a good flick. I can't say check it out or highly recommend it, but I think I gave you enough information about it. That's all I can say about Secret Agent Fireball. I should state right off the bat that I'm not a big fan of Eurospy or any kind of espionage movies. I think the Hitchcock espionage spy thrillers are my least favorite of the Hitchcock movies so far, but not my cup of tea, anyways. So looking at my Netflix queue, I've got Invisible Man Legacy Disc, Dracula Legacy Disc, and something in between, which I don't remember. It's all John Carradine stuff. I'm still going through the John Carradine on my Netflix DVDs, but I won't get anything until Tuesday, unfortunately, because Netflix is dragging their feet with sending me discs during the long weekend. I seriously doubt if they'll send me anything tomorrow. They never send me anything on Saturdays, and with the holidays, they keep making excuses that the shipment may be delayed as the USPS is experiencing unprecedented volume increases and limited employee availability due to the impacts of COVID-19. You mean due to the government lockdowns? Is what it should say. Impacts of COVID-19. So I'm looking at my queue. The first four are a very long wait. Excuse me. I'm not even going to worry about that. Son of Dracula and House. Wow. Allergy issues. Son of Dracula and House of Dracula. Those are both probably disc 3 on the Legacy Dracula collection. And then I've got the Garden of Allah, which has Marlena Dietrich, Basil Rathbone, and John Carradine probably. And then I've got another Legacy collection, The Invisible Man, Disc 3, The Invisible Agent and Invisible Man's Revenge. So that's what's coming next Tuesday. Right now, I still got a couple hours before I drive to work, and I took a 12-hour nap last night after I spoke to Adrian in the chat room. Then I took a power nap to get all over the grogginess from all that deep sleep, waking up in the middle of the night from deep sleep. Just constant. I've been getting more than enough sleep this past week. Anyways, I'm gonna watch Nosa Genre Cold's recommendation, Edge of Sanity. Nosa Genre Cold told me it's Anthony Perkins plays both Jack the Ripper and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I'm going to start watching that right now, and I'll load up some more AIP stuff since you guys aren't giving me that many recommendations these days. Although on my Netflix queue, I haven't been able to add much in the way of Alfred Hitchcock stuff because you guys are giving me all this stuff from like It's so I'm looking at it, and it looks like I don't have any Alfred Hitchcock stuff on my Netflix queue. Uh, Come to think of it, uh, it's like from about 450 453 to 500 are all your recommendations. So I'm pretty much loaded up on people mentioning this, that, and the other. Um, so I'm gonna have to get through that stuff at some point a few years from now. Because right now it's sitting at the bottom, but lots of stuff on there. Lots of people mentioning different stuff for me to take a look at. Even stuff that I've seen before. The Day the Earth Stood Still, Came from Outer Space, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Conqueror Worm, The Abominable Dr. Phibes Rises Again, Theater of Blood. All the stuff I've seen before, I just never reviewed formally on anything. I used to have some of this stuff on VHS, DVD, whatever. So yeah, I'll get into that stuff eventually. I got my my Stimulus 2 payment today. It was $155.05. Got reduced from $600 because I made too much money last year. But I got it pretty quick. I'm not complaining. I just it's so small that it will probably pay for some groceries this week, maybe some gas, and that's about it. It's gone. So I'm hoping I can save $3,200 when I get my class action settlement check in the mail next week. Maybe I'll get it today. That would be nice. I got about halfway to my goal of investing $10,000 in stocks. So time to play a little catch up next week with investing in stocks. And things are looking pretty good. I'm going to get time and a half for working on New Year's Day, about 7 hours. So, yeah, I should have another nice paycheck coming after I get my class action settlement check. So, pretty cool stuff. Got all my bills. Most of my bills paid through the end of the month, and I think I'm paid through the 22nd. I just haven't received my car bill yet, but I should be able to use my Friday paycheck for my car bill. So things are looking good this month, much better than last month. that's the end of my review. Laters.